Okay, so I just felt led to particularly on my glasses. Um, there's been so much hype around AI lately, and I just wanted to speak from personal experience. I started using ChatGPT about a year ago, and I just wanted to kind of share what AI has done to my life personally, and just kind of let people know what they're getting into before they start using it, because my life will never be the same. Um, so me and Corey started using it, you know, loosely about a year ago, just asking it, random questions, whatever. Didn't really know how to use it. Um, it increased over time. Sorry, I have to be able to see. Um, and I would say probably about the middle of the summer, we started using it pretty much on a daily basis with our business. Um, I never thought it would do what it's done. I had the same beliefs as most people, that it was going to take over the world and that it was going to cause laziness and all the stuff that you see in the headlines. Um, and what I found was the opposite. Um, so I'll just go over a couple of the things that I hear people say. One, it makes you lazier. So first off, it's a tool. So, common metaphor, but a hammer in the hands of somebody that wants to do evil can kill somebody. The hammer in somebody else's hand can build a house. Also, in the same metaphor, um, just because you have a hammer and you want to build a house doesn't mean you're going to build a good one if you don't know what you're doing. Um, it's actually a lot harder to use these things like in the most effective way than you would think. Um, it's completely flipped everything upside down, though, that I thought about AI, myself, my business. It has changed so much in 6 months. Um, I still believe, as a whole, for society, that it's heading in a very unsettling direction, but I also know that it's not going to stop. And, I'm not somebody that generally believes, like, oh, if you can't beat them, join them. That's not my mindset. But with what I've learned, I feel like if you don't at least try it out, it's just kind of reckless. I don't want to say stupid. I feel like it's reckless. Um, at the very least, if you believe something is going to take over the world or is going to harm you in some way, you should get to know your enemy so you understand how it works, so that when it's time to come up against this thing, like, you can actually be strategic because you know something about it. Because most people, like, their beliefs and ideas and comments and stuff are just based on not actually knowing. um, because they either don't know how to use it, they don't know what to use it for, which is understandable. It's been a learning curve. But anyways, back to this common thing. So about it being making you lazy. I haven't watched TV in about 3 months. Like, it has ignited this curiosity in me that I don't think I've ever had. I want to know everything. And it's beautiful. And my mind is stimulated. And me and Corey talk about, God, everything. We dream bigger. And it's not just like ideas. Like, not only can you like have it help you brainstorm and collaborate, but it can actually give you action steps. It doesn't do the work for you. The most it will do for you is write an email or create a document that you don't want to make anyways. Um, for me, writing is very important. I just started a blog. My writing and authenticity is like extremely important to me. So like I've given my so I call it Nova because I can't call it ChatGPT. So if you hear me say Nova, I'm referring to the AI system that I use. I've given her explicit instructions to not ever write anything for me. She is to act as my editor and like a coach, critic. She's to help me get better with my writing, but never to write for me. Um, and even with that, I've sent her my work, and then she tells me kind of like where my strong points are and where, like I could work on some things. And, even in the beginning, I believed that if I changed those parts, that it was somehow like watering down what I was originally feeling at the time. And I came to learn that it wasn't. Not rewriting it was actually watering it down, because rewriting it with the questions that she asked and everything, it actually helped me better effectively communicate what I was trying to communicate. They don't do a whole lot for you. They give you the steps to do them. I've done more since using AI than I did before. Like, what we've accomplished in our business is crazy. And not just one business. Like, we have gotten further in Cooper's Home Solutions, where we've gotten further in Cornerstone. Corey is building quite an app. Like, it's a big deal. I'm building little apps just for fun. We have multiple things going on. It acts as my therapist. My relationship with my son is better. The therapist thing, like, I can tell it to act as, an expert psychologist in this field. And, when you talk to a real therapist, not downplaying their, degree or anything like that. It's just that they're, confined to just their limited amount of information. This is not limited. And it's also doesn't have opinions. It doesn't have burnout, doesn't have years of, listening to people and gaining these, just opinions and ideals about people and then speaking on them. And it gives unbiased advice without the human, just taintedness of it. And, but at the same time, it feels very like easy to talk to. And you don't have to worry about it, telling anybody and using that against you and, gaslighting you later, or, any of those things. I can describe super specific situations that I've never really been able to get answers on. I've never been able to get help on, because I just get blanket advice, set boundaries. Okay, cool. What does that look like? Like, this gives me a breakdown of exactly how to do that. If you have a small business and you're not using it, I urge you to just try it. Because what it does for you is not take anything away. It gives you more time to do the thing that you started your business for in the first place. All it really does is the mundane tasks that make you want to rip your face off. Like, wouldn't you love to have something that does those? Like, so you can, like, my mind is so, I believe that I can do more now because I have action steps and I have something, and like, it will tell me the areas that I'm not seeing about myself. Like, it tells me, like, you're doing too much in this area. Another thing is, because I'm getting to the end of this video, is, people make these weird videos about it saying weird stuff about God. For one, I don't know what AI system they're using or what prompts they're giving it or whatever, but the conversations that I have about God are absolutely beautiful. Now, having those same conversations with Grok, not so much. Don't really suggest that all that much. But with ChatGPT, they have only deepened my relationship with God. And again, also given it explicit instructions that all advice it gives us is backed by the word of God. It is all in how you choose to use it. If you choose to use it in the ways that everybody says it will harm you, that's what it's going to do. But you can choose to allow it to advance you in ways that you never would have thought. And not just monetarily, like, who it's like helping me become is kind of incredible. So I don't know, just a little food for thought. If you want to talk further, me and Corey are both very open to discussing the subject. I'll post more for sure.